Shabbat Shalom from Temple Concord. This week our Torah portion tells the story of Korach, who's a fascinating and complicated character. Korach was a Levite like Moses, and he rises up in rebellion with about 250 other men, getting after Moses saying, "Who made you the leader? Why are you in charge? We're all Levites. Shouldn't we all share authority here?" Now Moses, we know, has a little bit of a temper, and Moses reacts and says, "You want to challenge me? Fine. You bring a sacrifice tomorrow, I'll bring a sacrifice, and we'll see who God picks, and I'll show you, mister." What Korach was getting at, though, and the reality of Korach's argument, is legitimate and is real, and it's something that we still deal with today. Korach gets after Moses because Moses doesn't recognize that good leaders need to be in partnership. Korach sees Moses as controlling everything and in charge of everything, and we know that Moses has difficulty with this. After all, it was Yitro who reminded us months ago that Moses needed to delegate and share. But Korach doesn't see it. Korach sees one guy who's in charge of everything. And the truth is that good leadership relies on covenant. It relies on partnership. Good leaders recognize that together we can accomplish so much more than we can individually. When I first came here 3 years ago, I looked at our executive committee and our board of trustees, and actually at the whole congregation, and said, we need to be partners. We need to see in each other a trustworthy compatriot, a partner with whom we can build a future. I've been very fortunate to call all of you my partners the last 3 years, and I'm looking forward to more. And I've been extremely fortunate in the board of trustees and in the executive committee to find real partners who are willing to help in all of our endeavors. And it's that lesson that we can't function in a solitary world, that we can't live without partners, that makes this lesson of Korach so important and makes us as Jews understanding of what it means to come together. We Jews, after all, recall that we need a minyan, a group of people of 10 people, before we can even have a quorum to do a service or anything else. We recognize that partnership is the answer, and that with partnership, whether it's with each other or with the Almighty, we can accomplish pretty much anything we want. This week we have all sorts of wonderful things going on at the temple. Services Friday evening are at 6. Saturday morning we'll celebrate the bar mitzvah of Will Imus Dietrich at 11, preceded by Torah study at 10. And on Sunday morning we'll have a tour of our cemetery, Woodlawn Cemetery, led by Bill Berenstein and Mike Moss. This promises to be a wonderful experience on Sunday morning to join together to learn the history of our congregation and our community. Our synagogue is 172 years old, and the cemetery tells the history of our people in a fascinating way. When I first came to Syracuse, I had a private tour with Bill and Mike, and it was among the highlights of my time here, and I hope you'll join us on Sunday morning because I think you'll find a lot of value there too. And on noon on Sunday, we'll join together in a meeting on our Cuba mission. We are sponsoring a mission to the Jewish community of Cuba in January, and we'll be having an information session Sunday at noon here at the temple. The following week, we'll have the first in our summer barbecue series. Next Friday evening, we'll be meeting at Onondaga Lake Park and having sort of a pre-4th of July celebration and enjoying Shabbat services with our band and music and singing and celebration of what it means to be an American and what it means to be a Jew, and that should be a wonderful evening. For now, though, I wish you a Shabbat of partnership with your loved ones, with your temple family, and with me, and with all with whom we share this world. I look forward to seeing you at the temple. Shabbat Shalom.